Hello everybody, welcome. I'm so young, welcome. In this reading that I'm going to provide you is that this reading is going to be called you know, we're not going to get too hasty about it. We're going to be having what we're going to be doing, and it means that we're going to have, this is how it is. So it's not we're not going to get too hasty about it, because this can be for a Leo reading. Leo will go for February 5th to February the 10th of 2025. In this reading, I'm going to provide you, even if you're a Leo sign or not, this is a very tempting of how it is. It's like an adaptation of how it seems to be, and when you do that, you need to understand about how it's going to look, how it's going to play out, how it's going to be, how it is. So you have to believe in what's going on through this situation, and you think, okay, well, this is the way it goes. This is the way of how I can do it. But the way of how you can understand that, right? So the way of how this is from a play-by-play situation, you need to learn about how it's going on in that perspective, right? Everything has to be all neat and tidy. This is not a nitty-gritty situation, but this is the way it is. This is not your grain of pepper, your grain of salt, whatever it is. It's not your cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is. But you know what, Leo? You need to pay attention to what's going on, because this reading is for you. So remember that, okay? So, this oracle says, failure. I understand that mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah, so when you are failing about something, whether if you pass the test, but you're failing a test, and you're not going to pass. So you need to understand that, because when you have the failure, when you have all these, mistakes that you do, it means they're going to have, lessons about it, right? That's the way it goes, because you have to conquer the truth. You have to conquer the lesson. You have to conquer what's going out, right? So you have to understand about what's going on in that perspective, and you think, okay, well, this is fine and dandy. But things will go in the right moment, and this is the way it goes. So you have to understand that, right? Because when you have failure, it's the way of how it looks like and how it's beyond that point of view, right? That's what it seems to be. So this is the way it looks. This is the way it kind of goes. So I'm going to do a wonderful how it is. Basically, I'm going to. This is the way it seems to be. So I'll do a 3-card reading, but I'm going to see what's going on. So I'm going to give you 6 cards and see what's happening. So this is like how it is, because this is the way it kind of looks, and you think, okay, well, this is fine, dandy, but then what's the point? Like, that's the way it kind of goes. So, this is the way it seems to be. This is the way it kind of goes, and this is the way it seems to be, because you think, okay, well, this is the way it is, right? So you have to understand that. So I'm going to do a 3-card reading at the same time, but I'm going to clarify, because I need to learn about that, because that's the way it kind of looks, and this is the way it seems to be. So here we go. So in this reading for you, as in Leo, the 9 of Wands does represent Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It does represent fear. You're having fear. The Chariot reverse, there's no progress, not yet, but give it time. King of Cups reverse, there's no support, not yet. The 7 of Cups is upright, where you're going to have a delusion, maybe, some type of deja vu moment, maybe. That's how it seems to be. The Hermit is upright because there's solitude. Maybe you're looking for a soulmate, maybe you don't, but that's the way it goes, right? Then the 8 of Wands is upright. It does represent Leo, Aries, Sagittarius once again, but it does represent speed at the same time. So I'm going to clarify, because I need to clarify on how it is, because that's the way it kind of looks, and this is the way it seems to be, right? So when I clarify, I'm going to clarify the basics, and this is the way it kind of looks, because I'm going to see this. Now let me clarify. Let me clarify the 9 of Wands for Leo. So the Three of Pentacles is upright, followed by the Five of Pentacles reverse, followed by the Tower reverse. Yeah, so there's no transformation. The Five of Pentacles reverse, you're not looking for money, but then the Three of Pentacles upright because you're going to have excitement. You're feeling excitement because that's the way it goes. But you could be, talking about something in this wonderful feeling, but then you're thinking, okay, well, this is the way it goes, but this is the way it happens. What's happening with this Chariot? The Chariot reversed, followed by the Six of Wands reversed, followed by the Queen of Pentacles is upright. Yeah. So you're looking for, maybe you're going to be working as it is, maybe you're going to look for a job, maybe you're going to be doing that. The Chariot reversed, there's no progress, nothing yet. The Six of Wands reversed, there's no celebrations, nothing yet. But that's the way it occurs. That's the way of how it can adult that situation, saying, okay, well, this is the way of opportunity, this is the way of how it goes, this is the way it seems to be. So let me clarify the King of Cups. The World is upright, there's completion, followed by the Ace of Wands reverse, followed by the Moon reverse. Yeah, see, there's no mismutations. The Ace of Wands reverse, there's no new beginnings, but the World is upright, there is completion. Everything is all completed, because that's the way it looks, that's the way it seems to be, right? That's the way it kind of do that as long as it needs to. The Seven of Cups, let me clarify that. The Page of Swords reverse, followed by the Hermit is upright, followed by the Four of Wands is upright. Yeah, so basically you're looking for celebration. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as a fire sign. The Hermit is upright because you're looking for solitude. Maybe you're looking for a soulmate. Maybe you're going to look for it. That's the way it goes. But I'm going to clarify this Hermit card as well. The Strength card is upright. It's for Leo. The 10 Pentacles here is you're not looking for money. But the Four of Cups is upright because you're looking for a distraction. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a distraction. That's the way it looks. So you could be, dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's the way it looks, because it could be that. You could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You can be dealing with like earth signs, fire signs. That's the way it looks, because when you have the Strength card, it represents bravery. You're being brave. That's the way it looks. What's this Eight of Wands is? Queen of Wands reversed, followed by the Hierophant is upright, followed by the Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, there is no fulfillment, so everything is not fulfilled, but the Hierophant is upright because you maybe you're looking for guidance, maybe you're looking for inner voice, maybe it could be that. But there are things that you need to understand of the way of up and beyond that situation, right? Everything needs to be how it is in that coordination of how it is, right? That's the way it looks, where you think, okay, it's the way of how it seems to be, right? So you think that everything's fine, but then it's not. So let me see. What's going on in the middle of this situation, please? The Four of Wands reversed. Yeah, see, there's no celebration. Not yet, because when you have the Four of Wands is upright here, you have celebration. But then when you had the Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands reversed, you have basically no celebration, right? It's nothing. So you need to understand that, okay, well, I know what to do, but then, well, what's the point? What's the point when you have this and think, okay, well, I got this, but then it's not worth it, That's the way it kind of looks. So let me see what's the Four of Wands is. Death card reversed, there's no endings. The Tower is upright, there's transformation. Wheel of Fortune is upright, yeah, because you're going to have good luck on your side. When you have the Tower, you have transformation. Everything is changing, and that's the way it looks, because you think that, okay, well, that's the way it goes. That's the way it seems to be, right? When you look at it, things will go in the right place, at the right time, at the right exact moment, and you think, okay, well, this is the way it looks. That's what it seems to be, because you need to understand that. You need to know what's going on in this civilization of how it's going to be coordinated with a plan. That's the way it goes. What's the opposite side of this death card? The Tower reversed. The Moon is upright. The High Priestess reversed. Yes, you're not using your inner voice, but the Moon is upright because you have misrotations, right? That's the way it looks, because that's the way it seems to be, right? That's the way it kind of is. That's how it is. What's up with this High Priestess? The Hermit is reversed, so there's no solitude because you already have a soulmate. But then you have the Lovers is upright because you want to make your own decisions. You want to have the way of how it is. So this could be maybe against love, maybe it could be against something, but that's the way it kind of seems to be, right? Because this is just a reading after all. It's basically how it seems to be and coordinates and how it is, because it's the way of how it seems to be. What's opposite with this Lover's card? The Moon is upright and Moon reversed. There's no misrotation. Justice reversed because you're not telling the truth. The Star reversed. There's no inspiration. That's the way it goes. That's the way how it looks. What's opposite between those three cards? The Hangman reversed. There's no restriction. The Magician reversed. There is no skill. But then the High Priestess is upright because you have to use your inner voice. You're looking at, okay, well, how it is, but that is exactly how it seems to be. You need to learn from your strengths, your weaknesses, your abilities, your attributes, whatever it is, because that's the way it looks, right? What's opposite side of this Lovers here? The Hierophant is upright, followed by the Death card is upright, so there's endings. The World reversed, there's incompletion. Tower reversed, there's no transformation. But the Emperor is upright, yeah, because you have basically structure here. You know, when you have structure, you think, okay, well, I know what to do, and you have to think about, okay, well, this is not a peace offering. This is the way of how it looks, because, you know, you have to think, okay, well, this is the way it seems to be. Because when you think about having the ability to learn in order to satisfy your own self, you know, you have Victor on your side, you have the ability to have that, conjunctions of how you can do it. But you know what, Leo, you need to pay attention on what's going on through that life cycle, the way of how you can do it, the way how you can approve of how your ability from knowing what to do from the right and wrong perspective, you know, everything will fall into place as it comes, you know. You have to have exactly the right moment, you know, the way of how I'm going to say it is you have the exact timing, exact moment, exact place, everything that will come into that moment, right? This is the way it looks, because like I say, it's not your cup of coffee, it's not your cup of tea, it's not the cup of everything, it's not, right? That's the way it goes, because, you know, this is the way it seems to be. Now, I might make you laugh because I said that there is no cup of everything, because it's funny, right? So you need to understand that the ability from that society, you need to learn about what's going on through that situation. Whether if you have a tempting situation and saying, well, this is the way it looks, this is the way of how I can do it, because this is the way of knowing what to do, and you think that, okay, well, everything's fine, but then you have the ability from that perspective, and you think that, okay, well, everything's going to be against you. No, it's not, because you have to think of from the odds and ends. So let me see what's going on. So I'm doing a different way, as you can see my face, but I'm going to see what's going on. So just clarify the middle card. So you have the 7 Pentacles upright. There is a career that you're going through in that way. And then I'm going to clarify that. The Ace of Cups reversed, followed by the 6 Pentacles is upright. So you want to be acting like you have kindness. The Queen of Cups reversed, followed by the 9 of Pentacles is upright, because you're trying to not to have, like, basically you're trying to have comfort, but then that's the way it kind of goes. The 3 Pentacles upright because you want to have excitement. The Queen of Wands is upright, so it does represent Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But then the Fool reverse, so there is no change. But then the Lovers is upright because you have a decision. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way it seems to be, right? So when you think about this, you think about, okay, well, everything's fine, but then it's like, okay, well, this is the way it looks. Now the reading is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Do you see it? Yes, I'm seeing it, because now everything has to be all shifted because the way of how it looks, right? So you need to understand that this is the way of having some like where you have to pay attention to it. So it's like, this is what's happening, because let's see, so I'll do the clarification between the middle and goes towards the left side, then I'll do the middle towards the right side, so do not get confused. So the 10 Pentacles is upright because you're looking for a career. 10 Cups is upright because you want everything that's completed. The Star is upright, there's inspiration. The King of Swords reversed, there's no knowledge. The 9 Pentacles is upright because you want to feel comfort. Maybe you could be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You could be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for the 10 of Cups. You want everything that's going to happen. What's on the right side? So that was reversed, there's no decisions. 9 Wands is upright, followed by the 7 of Swords is upright. So you're feeling like deceit, but then you're feeling like you want to have victory on your side. You want things to happen in a short time. You know, that's the way of how it looks. Between the Lovers and the Knight of Wands, the 10 Wands reversed, there's no burdens, but then the 6 of Swords is upright because there is a movement here. That's the way it goes, because now you think that, okay, well, this is the way it seems to be, but then it's the way it happens. What's the universe is saying here? So you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Now that's very interesting about that card. Is there another basic formula of this of this reading here? So let me see what's going on here. Let me see it. So let's see. What's the universe saying for Leo for February 5th to February 10th of 2025? So you have the 6 of Cups is upright because there's the past. The Queen of Wands is upright, there's charisma. 9 Cups is upright, there's fulfilled. The Moon reversed, there's no mismutations. The Judgment reversed, there's no action. But the Tower is upright, there's transformation. Yeah, everything's changing. Yeah? Because when you think about the past, everything is fulfilled, everything is all that. But then the Tower is upright because everything's changing. That's the way it goes. What's opposite side? The Knight of Swords reversed, there's no drama. The Hangman is upright, there's stillness. The 7 of Cups reversed, there's no delusion here. So there's no deja vu. But then the Hangman is upright because there is stillness, but it is basically representing restrictions. That's the way it goes, right? What's opposite between that Hangman? The Pentacles is upright. Yeah, because you want to have perfection. You want things to be that exact moment. Okay? What's happening in the middle? So the Ace of Wands reversed, there's no new beginnings. 10 of Wands reversed, there's no burdens. The Strength card reversed, there's no bravery. Wow. The Justice reversed, you're not telling the truth, so you're lying about something. Magician is upright because there's skill. 7 of Wands is upright because there is silence. So what's happening between the Justice that's reversed? Because you're not telling the truth because you're lying about something. So is there a different way about how you can master that desire of that's the way it goes. So tell me something that was happening with this Justice card for Leo. The Emperor's reversed. The Strength card reversed. So there is no strength. Okay, so you're losing the ability of having no strength. So basically you're feeling weakness. Interesting. That's between the Empress and the Strength. The Devil reversed, so there's no violation, there's no violence, there's nothing. Okay. But the Temperance is upright because there's healing. So you're having healing because you're not telling the truth. You're lying about something. Wow. So it does kind of make me like saying, wow, this is a very tempting, but that's the way it kind of looks. Interesting. Alright, so let's see what's opposite between this Temperance card. The Fool is upright, so there's going to be change here. The Emperor's reversed, there's no nourishment. The Justice reversed because there's no action. The Hermit reversed, there's no solitude because you already have a soulmate. Wheel of Fortune is upright because you're going to have good luck on your side. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So when you do something and you act upon that, you have to think, okay, what you're feeling like, because that's the way it seems to be. So you're not trying to feel like you're having a blah moment, but that's the way it goes, right? So when you think that you have the basic needs of what you want, what you can, how you can do it with your own emotions here, or how you're feeling, the way of how you can do it, that's the way it seems to be, right? That's the way of how it goes. So, before I let you all go, pay attention about what's happening in that perspective. Pay attention about what's going on in that way of how it goes. Because when you think about it, you think, okay, well, this is the way it goes. This is the exact timing. This is the way it seemed to be, right? And that's the way it goes. So, you have to understand this, Leo, that this is based on that truth and, reconciliation, whatever it is. Then you need to understand about how it is, because, in one way or another, everything has to be, reflecting on how you are visualizing your own feelings, your own wants, your own needs, whatever it is. But you have to understand that the way of how this is, you have to begin on how it is, right? You have to think about how you can do it, how you can understand that, because that's the way it seems to be. So you need to believe on how you can do it, and you have to think about it. So that's the way it goes. But this is all I'm going to say to you, and I hope that you can understand what I'm saying and believe it, right? So think about this as a good reading. That's the way it looks. So I hope you all like this video. Please give it a like, please give it a comment, and enjoy, and I'll see you next time. So thank you so much, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, bye for now, really, thank you, and bye.